Hi, my name's Stacey O'Sullivan and I'm here to teach you today about the Jamie Oliver Learn Your Fruit and Veggie program. Today we're going to learn some really interesting facts about some fruit and veggies, and we're also going to cook some yummy food as well. So, can anybody tell me what's the difference between a fruit and a vegetable? Yes, that's correct. Fruit such as peaches, oranges, apples, watermelon, they all have seeds. Vegetables like carrots, lettuce even, are grown from plants. They don't actually have any seeds in them. But can anyone tell me if a tomato is a fruit or a vegetable? It's a tricky one because everyone thinks it's a vegetable, but it's actually a fruit because it has seeds in it. So anyway, we're going to cook with some tomatoes today, so I hope everyone likes it. Who likes to cook at home with mum and dad? Excellent, that's awesome. Cool. Cooking's fun, isn't it? It's also get to eat the yummy stuff. What's the best part of cooking? Oh, licking the bowl after cooking, making cookies. Yeah, that's fun too, isn't it? Alright, today before we get started on making some yummy food, we've got a couple of little safety things that we need to follow. Okay, so everyone's got a really sharp knife there in front of them. Okay, it's called a paring knife, but it is sharp. Okay, so if we do need to carry this knife around, we hold it firmly and we hold it down the side of our body, pointing toward, with the pointy end pointing towards the ground. Or most importantly, if there is any knives that need to be moved, let's ask the teacher or myself to actually put them in the sink. Okay, so you've got a heap of ingredients there in front of you. We've got some lovely herbs, we've got some tomatoes, some eggs. Who likes eggs? Everyone loves eggs. We've also got some lettuce, and we've got some olive oil and some white wine vinegar as well. So today what we're going to make is a yummy salad, some French dressing to go on top of that salad, and we're going to make a basil and tomato omelette. Okay, we are going to use a frying pan as well, so we'll all take some safety around that. Okay, so to get us started, we're going to make the French onion dressing. Okay, so let's just move our mixing bowl out the way for a moment. Put it over there nice and safe. Now our first ingredient, everyone's got the instructions in front of them. The first ingredient that we need to do, or first thing we need to do, is get our little jar. So we're going to put all of our dressings into that jar. Okay, so first off, we're going to get a clove of garlic. Can everyone smell it? Smells good, doesn't it? Now, we're going to get our little paring knife. We're going to be very, very careful with this. And we're actually going to chop that little bit of garlic up. Okay, so to do that, we're actually going to grab with our two fingers and sort of tuck them under a little bit like a claw. So we're going to make a claw. We're going to grab that garlic there like that, okay? And we're just going to get the knife, put the edge of the knife onto our cutting board, and we're going to slice through that garlic nice and easy. Okay, take it nice and slow. Make sure that every single cut is good. And then as we get closer to our fingers, we're going to move them back. Now, see how it's a little bit wobbly? It's going to wobble when I cut it. Now that we've actually got a flat side to it, we're going to pop that down onto our board and we're going to cut it sideways. So it's nice and flat and double, doesn't wobble around. Okay? So, we've got our garlic all nice and chopped up. But we need to make this a little bit smaller. Okay, so we're going to bunch it all together. We're going to put the edge of our knife onto the cutting board. We're going to put our fingers on the edge of the top of the sharp part, and we're going to chop our garlic down like this. Can everybody see what I'm doing there? Excellent. So we're just going to chop it up nice and small. Don't need to go fast, and if we need to, we're just going to scrape it off a little bit there off our knife. And let's do it again. So it's nice and small. There we go. Alright, make sure we don't cut ourselves up. And then we're going to use the back of the knife to grab all that garlic in together. Okay. Now we're going to put the garlic in our bowl. So we're going to drizzle that in there. All nice and chopped up, nice and small. Alright, so we've got our garlic in there. What else do we need to go in there? We need some Dijon mustard, okay, yummy, yummy. We need some some salt and pepper as well, just a little bit of that. We need some of our white wine vinegar and our olive oil. So first off, we're going to put a teaspoon. We've got some little measuring spoons there. Has everyone got one of those? Cool. Now, to find 1 teaspoon, it's got a little measurement on there. It says 1 TSP. Everyone got that one? Excellent. We're going to do 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard into our jar. Okay, so dig down nice and deep. Pick it up, scrape it onto the side, and then we're just going to tip it in there. We need to get another spoon and scrape that out as well. Try not to use your fingers because other people are going to be eating this as well. Alright, got that in there. Excellent. Now put that over to the side and put our lid back onto our mustard. Excellent. Alright, what else do we need? We need 2 tablespoons of white wine vinegar. Alright, so we're actually going to clean out our little spoon as well. You've got a tablecloth there, a hand towel, sorry, and we're going to clean that out with our hand towel, make sure it's all nice and clean for our next ingredient to go in. And we're going to put in 2 tablespoons of white wine vinegar. Alright, so we're going to find our tablespoon one now. So our tablespoon is the big one. It says 1 TBSP, so that means tablespoon. So a tablespoon is bigger than a teaspoon. Alright, so we're going to get our white wine vinegar. We've got 2 tablespoons of this one to go into our dressing. 1. Can use all cow. 2. Excellent. Alright, so that's our white wine vinegar. Let's put the lid back on in case we spill it anyway. Pop that over there. Let's clean that one out once again. And we're going to do 6 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. So that's our olive oil there. So we get 6 teaspoons. So we have to remember not to try and lose count on this one. So 6 tablespoons. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many more to go? 2, that's right. 5 and 6. Good job, everyone. I'm glad you guys can count. Alright, so we've used our white wine vinegar, we've used our olive oil and our mustard and our garlic. Alright, what else has got to go in there? That's right, some salt and some pepper. So we just need a pinch of pepper. Let's take the lid off. One little crack and they're ready. Crack. And some salt as well. And crack. Good job. Has everyone got their salt and pepper in there? Alright, now for the fun part. We get to put our lid onto our jar. Make sure it's on there nice and firm. Make sure it's nice and firm. Push it down. Push it down. Now, what we get to do is shake it really, really, really hard. Ready? Shake, 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 shake. Make sure it's not spilling out anywhere. Tip it upside down. Tip it back the other way. Shake, 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 shake. Who's shaking? Oh, he's going to shake harder than that. Shake it. Oh, should we have a look and see what it looks like? Alright, let's have a look. You got like a orangey type colour there. Yes, you can put your finger in there and taste it as well. Tastes good. Alright, let's shake it up just a little bit more. Alright, so that's our dressing that we've made. It's going to go onto our salad. So in our salad we've got all sorts of different types of lettuces. We've got some rocket, we've got some cos lettuce. Throw your fingers through there and have a feel of them all. So it's all different types of just lettuces. Now, there's heaps of different types of lettuces that you can actually get. And also herbs as well. So like your rocket, you can put sage, you can put some basil in there, all that type of stuff you can put into your salad. So a little bit later we're going to put our French dressing on top of our salad. Okay, so now let's just make sure that our cutting board is nice and clean. We'll clean that off. Also, our knife is clean. So let's clean that off because we are going to be cutting some more veggies as well. And if you've got any scraps, throw them into your bowl over there so that there's no scraps around there anywhere. Alright, so now, does everyone remember if a tomato is a fruit or a vegetable? That's right, it's a fruit, isn't it? Alright, so now we're going to make our omelette. So we need a mixing bowl for this one. We need a fork so we can mix up our eggs. We need some basil. Has anyone smelt the basil yet? Smells good, doesn't it? We need some tomato and we need a couple of eggs. Okay, so to get started, we're going to chop up a couple of our tomatoes. So let's grab 3 or 4 tomatoes. Okay, now to cut these up, because they're round, they're a little bit tricky, aren't they? What we're going to do is we're going to make a bridge with our fingers. It's a little bridge like this. We're going to put the tomato there. We're going to get our little paring knife. Remember, it's quite sharp, so hold it nice and tight. Pierce the middle and then cut through. Okay, and then we're going to push the knife all the way through so we've got a nice even cut. Okay, so let's do that for the rest of them. We can take turns in it. So remember our little bridge. Let's just pierce the tomato and then cut through nice and steady. Let's do that again. So pierce it, cut it through nice and steady. Good work, everybody. Should we do one more? Yeah, let's do one more. Okay, so once we've done our tomatoes, we're going to put them all there. We're going to put them into the pan very shortly. We also need some basil. So with your little basil trees there, you can just grab a couple of little leaves off of them. You can even pull one off and taste it if you like. Very yummy. Who likes it? Yeah? Cool. Alright, so we're going to have our basil just like that. Okay. Alright, so we're going to put our ingredients sitting there waiting to go into our pan. We now need to mix up our eggs. So let's grab our mixing bowl. Got that? We're going to grab 2 eggs. So does everyone know how to crack an egg? Let's try and not get some shell in there, hey? So let's crack our egg. Plop, there goes the egg. Let's do another one. So we have 2 eggs in this omelette. And plop. There we go. Alright, let's clean off our fingers because they do make a bit of a mess, don't they? We're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper into this one as well. Just a little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. There we go. Alright, now one person, let's move our knife out the way so it's all nice and safe. We're going to use our fork to mix up our eggs. So we're just going to mix them up so they're nice. They look a bit like scrambled eggs, don't they? Who has some chooks at home? Yeah, excellent. They're nice and fresh, aren't they? Chooks, chook eggs. Alright, so there we go. We've got our egg all mixed up. We've got our tomato and we've got our basil. So the only thing left now to do is to cook it up. Alright. So we're going to put a little bit of oil in here, as well as some salt and pepper with our tomatoes to start with. Once it's heated up, then we're going to add our basil and our eggs on top. Okay. So first off, we're going to get just a tiny little bit of oil, drop it into the pan, and we need a tiny, tiny, tiny amount in here. Make sure that's hot enough. Now we are going to, so be very, very careful. It's very hot around the edges of the frying pan. Okay. So we're going to add in our tomatoes and we're going to stir them around. We're going to add some salt and pepper as well. So in go our tomatoes. We're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. And we're going to mix them around in our pan. Just fry them up just a little bit. So they're a little bit soft for us to eat as well. Okay. Alright, now we're going to turn that down just a little bit. We're going to add in our basil leaves. We need to fry them up as well. Alright, throw them on top and let's just chop them around just a little bit. It smells good, doesn't it? It smells good. Alright, so we're going to turn our pan down just a little bit because now we need to add our eggs in. So give them one nice little squish around. See See, give me this little squish. Everyone got it all mixed up. Alright. Now we're going to pour our eggs over the top of our tomato and basil. So it's going to make sizzling noise. It's a bit exciting, isn't it? Who likes the sizzling noise? Alright, we're just going to swirl our eggs around a little bit to make it all nice, and let's just spread our tomato and our basil out too there a little bit. Alright, so that's going to take just a couple of minutes to cook up. So what we can do now is we can get our salad ready. So while that's cooking, we'll keep an eye on it at the same time. We're going to get a little bit of our lettuce. Let's just mix it around with our fingers. Grab a little bit of our lettuce, put it on the side of our plate. Okay, and we've got our French dressing there. Let's give it a nice little shake. Oh, good. Let's check our eggs though, hey? How are they going? Oh, they look good. Smells good too, doesn't it? Goes down, lift up each of the corners there. Halfway over, and let it cook that way. Alright, so let's add a little bit of our French dressing on now onto our salad before our omelette goes onto the plate. So we can use our measuring spoons again, just grab a tiny little bit and drizzle it over. Just enough to get a nice little taste. There we go. Oh, who can smell that egg omelette? Smells good, doesn't it? So let's see if we can give it one last little flip over, round it up on both sides. This is the fun part that we get to do in a second. We get to eat it all. Alright, so we're going to bring our plate over this way. We're going to grab out our omelette. And then leave our little extra tomatoes. There we go. Make sure we turn off our flame as well. That's important too. So there we go, we've just made a green salad with our French dressing and a tomato and basil omelette. Okay, so now we can all dig in. So grab your fork that you've got there. And take a bite. Who thinks that's yummy? Yes, excellent, it is yummy. Right, well thank you everyone for coming to our Jamie Oliver's Learn Your Fruit and Veggie program. We have filled out all our cards there as well by learning some of our fruit and veggies, and we got to cook something yummy. So I hope you all enjoy. Thank you for coming.